A lot of people come to Croatia because of Game of Thrones, and I totally get it. I went out of my way to track down as many filming spots as I could. Most of the filming locations are in Split and Dubrovnik, plus a few in the surrounding areas, plenty of spots for fans to geek out over. I'll be covering all these spots, starting from Split and heading south to Dubrovnik. Come along with me for the full Game of Thrones journey. One place you must visit in Split is the Diocletian's Palace. It isn't just a palace, it's basically an ancient emperor's retirement home that turned into a full-blown city. If you're coming in from the Riva waterfront, you'll be entering through the brass gate on the south side. Diocletian cellars are a key part of Diocletian's palace, and one of the Game of Thrones filming locations. Although the palace is free to enter, this underground cellar needs a separate ticket. Yes, the Diocletian cellars are where the dragons are kept. Since Diocletian's palace is also a living part of the city, you'll find all kinds of shops tucked within its ancient walls. One of the streets here is another Game of Thrones filming location. It was the slave rebellion scene. This street is not easy to find. You can locate this restaurant first, and the alley is just next to it. Klis is approximately 20 minutes by car from Split, or accessible via local bus. Klis Fortress is a dramatic stone stronghold perched high above the village of Klis. It has served as a military bastion, and a filming location for Game of Thrones. The fortress oversees the main pass inland from Split, basically the ancient highway between coastal and continental Croatia. From this angle, it really feels like you're stepping right into a Game of Thrones scene. Driving from Split, the last stop before Dubrovnik is Trsteno Arboretum, a historical botanic garden. The Arboretum boasts a vast collection of plant species, including Mediterranean, Asian, and American varieties. But the garden gains international fame due to Game of Thrones. Does it start to look familiar? Right, this is King's Landing's garden. Well, this is another Game of Thrones spot. Which city has the most Game of Thrones sites? No contest, it's Dubrovnik, the real-life King's Landing. As the east entrance to the old town Dubrovnik, Ploce Gate are built in Romanesque style at the end of 14th century. In Game of Thrones, Cersei Lannister passing over this bridge and enters to the Red Keep after her walk of shame. The gate consists of inner and outer section and incorporates a stone bridge. Just inside the gate, you'll find yourself on St. Dominic Street. These are the filming spot of many marketplace scenes in Game of Thrones. Do you remember the preaching scene? Further in, you'll reach the heart of the old town, a lively square surrounded by historic buildings. The Rector's Palace is a stunning blend of Gothic, Renaissance, and Baroque styles, a reminder of the city's powerful past as a maritime republic. This spot is included with the Dubrovnik Pass, so make sure to swing by and check it out. This is used as a setting in Car. Daenerys asks the Spice King of the city to lend her a boat. In a courtyard with its elegant staircases and arches, concerts are sometimes held here. Heading south, you'll come across the famous Jesuit Stairs, a must-see for Game of Thrones fans. Yep, you can totally channel your inner Cersei and do your own walk of shame down the Jesuit stairs, minus the angry crowd, of course. The entranceway of the museum is a lesser-known Game of Thrones spot. It's a special place for Littlefinger and his friends. The museum itself has no such theme. Instead, it's showcasing the city's traditional way of life. Pier Gate is at the west end of the old town, also the main entrance. Well, it's also a gate in King's Landing. This gate was once guarded around the clock, and visitors had to surrender their weapons before entering. Total medieval TSA vibes. There's plenty to check out outside the Pier Gate too, including a bunch of iconic filming locations. West Harbour, also known as Colorina Bay, is a small, sheltered cove just outside Pier Gate, postcard perfect. It's also instantly recognizable to Game of Thrones fans, as the Blackwater Bay outside King's Landing. You could rent a kayak and paddle along the coast in crystal clear water. Right next to the pier is Fort Lovrijenac. Before you head up, pay attention to area down below. Fort Lovrijenac is right next to the harbor. This spot looks like the setting for Joffrey's name day, but the actual scene was filmed on the other side of the inner courtyard. Easy to mix up with how similar it all looks. This is where the Hound rescues Sansa. Walking the wall is a must-do for anyone visiting Dubrovnik. Nice view of Fort Lovrijenac, which is the Red Keep in King's Landing. Arrived at the highest point of the wall, Minčeta Tower. The tower's base is the House of the Undying in Karth, where Daenerys Targaryen searches for her stolen dragons.